Dear students, I am Muhammad Tajammul and today I am here to deliver a presentation on introduction to algorithms. Okay, so this is one of the subtopic of algorithms and programming environment, which is further a topic of computer programming and problem solving. Okay, so why we are discussing algorithms? Okay, if there is a problem, if there is a problem, so this problem cannot be sorted out without an algorithm. So for each and every problem or for each and every program, there is a corresponding algorithm. Okay, if algorithm is there, then it is very easy. It is very easy to prepare a program for that. Okay, so if you are ready to write an algorithm, so you are not dependent on any of the language or any of the programming language, because an algorithm is independent from the programming language as well as any language itself. Okay, if you have an idea, so you can produce your idea in any of the language. Okay, suppose you know only Arabic. Okay, so you can produce your idea, or you can write your idea, or you can write the steps of your idea in Arabic language. Okay, if you know only Urdu, so you can write your algorithm in Urdu only. Okay, but if you know English, then you will write your algorithm in English. Okay, now if algorithm is there in Arabic, so what you will do? You will try to convert that algorithm into English. Okay, and corresponding to that algorithm, what you will do? You will write a computer program. Now, as I have already told you that you can write algorithm in any of the programming, in any of the language, Hindi, English, Urdu, Arabic, anything. Okay, any language that is available in the world. Okay, so similarly you can also convert the program, or you can also convert this algorithm into program. Okay, in any of the programming language. So algorithm is also independent from the programming language. So algorithm is independent from the languages, and also algorithm is independent from the programming languages itself. Okay, so you can, once you are having an algorithm, so you can convert this algorithm in any of the programming language. You are not bound to convert this language or this algorithm into C programming program, or you are not bound to convert this algorithm into C++ program, or you are not bound to convert this algorithm, okay, into any of the into a specific language. Okay, what you will do? You are going to convert, once you are having algorithm, so you are free. Okay, which language you know, so you can convert into that language. Suppose you know only Java, so you can convert that language into Java, that algorithm into Java. Okay, so it was all about algorithm. Okay, introduction to algorithm. So let me introduce some more things about that. But before that, I will tell you what are the prerequisites for this. Okay, so first of all, you must have computer fundamental. Okay, you must have the knowledge of computer fundamentals. Okay, if you know computer fundamentals, some basics of the computer. Okay, so what you will be able to know, you will be able to know some steps of the algorithms. Okay, and you know that algorithm is a step by step procedure to solve a problem. Okay, so computer fundamentals or basics of computers. Okay, you must know. For knowing something about computer fundamental or basics of computer fundamental, I will tell you what are the books, okay, available in market against that. Okay, so you can go in market, or you can purchase online. Also some ebooks are also available. Okay, so you can go for that. So let me introduce the topic. So what is algorithm? An algorithm, pronounced as algorithm, is a procedure or formula for solving a problem based on conducting a sequence of specified actions. Okay, so let me elaborate this point more deeply. Okay, so I can say that an algorithm is a step by step procedure to solve a problem. Okay, suppose there is a problem. Okay, then how this problem will be sorted out? So this problem will be sorted out by using an algorithm. And what is algorithm? we will write some steps. Okay, we will write some steps with, which will lead us from the problem domains to the solution domain. Okay, the first step of the algorithm will be nearer to the problem, and the last step of the algorithm, okay, will be the solution of the problem. So actually these all these steps of the algorithm collectively will produce the solution of the given problem. Okay, now and in other words we can say that an algorithm is a collection of steps to carry out some task or some action. Okay, and also in layman language you can also say that if you are having a problem, okay, we are having a problem, so to find out the solution of this problem we are requiring some steps. So those steps leads us from problem domain to the solution domain. So those steps are collectively called algorithm. Okay, a computer program can be viewed as an elaborate algorithm. What is the meaning of this line? So let me tell you. Suppose you are having an algorithm. Okay, as I already told you that algorithm is independent from any of the language, as well as it is independent from the programming language also. Okay, you can write algorithm in any of the language. Okay, you know. So suppose algorithm is there. Okay, what you want to do, you want to convert that algorithm into program. Okay, so now what you will do, you will keep on reading the steps of the algorithm and you will try to convert the algorithm into programs. Okay, so some ingredients will be there or some starting or inputs will be there in the algorithm. Okay, so those inputs will work like most probably as the variables of the program. Okay, so this is the difference between program and algorithm. And algorithm is a step by step procedure. Okay, and program is the transformation or the conversion of the algorithm into programming language. Okay, algorithm is a sequence of statements, okay, that are required to convert a problem into solution, and a program is nothing but the transformation or the conversion of those steps, okay, which are leading us from problem domain to the solution domain. Okay, so conversion of the sequence of steps from problem domain to the solution domain into a programming language is called program. Okay, is called program. Next, in mathematics and computer science, an algorithm usually means a small procedure that solves recurrent problem. Recurrent problem. Okay. So suppose there is a problem in mathematics or in computer science or in physics or in any of the subject. Okay. This is not confined to the mathematics and computer science only. If you are having any of the problem, okay, so corresponding that problem, what you will write? You will write an algorithm. Okay, and after writing in this algorithm, what you will do? You will convert this algorithm into a program, and the program may be related to, or may be produced, or may be written in any of the programming language. So algorithms are widely used throughout all the areas of IT, means information technology. Okay, if you are in computer science or in IT, so what are the benefits of algorithm? Okay, if you are having any problem, any of the problem, or if you are having any of the research problem, okay, so what you will do? You will write an algorithm against that. Okay, so suppose you are writing an algorithm. Okay, it is having a number of steps. Say it is having 20 steps. Okay, then it is not necessary then that the programming language in which you are going to convert it, it will have the same number of statements. Okay, or it is not compulsory, or it is not necessary that the number of steps in the algorithm must correspond to the number of statements in the program. Okay, suppose you are writing an algorithm in any of the language, English. So if there are 10 steps in the algorithm, so there may be less than 10 or more than 10 steps in the program. Okay, corresponding to that algorithm. Okay. For example, if you are having an algorithm of n numbers of steps are there. N numbers of steps are there. Okay, then if you are trying to convert this in C language, so the program of this algorithm will have suppose n number of steps, maybe more than n or less than n. Okay, if you are having m number of steps, then if you are converting this language, this problem or this algorithm into C++, so it will have less than m minus 1 steps. Okay, and if you are going to convert this, it will have less than m steps. Okay, so let us say it is having m minus 1, means m minus 1, say it is having p steps, p is less than m. Okay, again if you are going to convert this algorithm into Java, so it will have less than p steps, it will have less than p steps. Okay, so the number of steps depend upon the programming languages. If any program is there in C, suppose it is taking 100 lines. Okay, then in C++ it will take less than 100 lines. Okay, or in Java it will take less than 100 lines. Okay, suppose a program that is written in C is having thousands of lines, then it will have less than 1000. Say it is having 700 lines in C++. Okay, then it will have less than 700 lines in Java. Okay, and similar for the other languages. Okay, higher languages. Now so this is the description about the algorithm. And encryption algorithm transform the data according to the specified action to be protected. Okay, there are some categories of the algorithms. Okay, one category is the encryption decryption algorithm. Okay, so what encryption decryption algorithm is doing? So encryption decryption algorithms are used for security, or to secure or to protect the data. Okay, how to protect the data against leakage? Okay, if you are having data, so then how to protect it against the leakage? So for that we need to write some encryption and decryption algorithms. Okay, suppose you are having some data. Okay, and you are there. Okay, and you want to pass this data to your friend. Okay, and there are some other friends or other persons are there in between you and your friend. So if you will write this letter or this paper in any of the language, so all of them know the same language, so they will read and your information will be correct. So in this case what you will do, you will use some predefined steps, or you will use some steps that are there in the encryption or decryption algorithm. Suppose you are writing I am Indian. Okay, you are writing I am Indian. So how to encrypt this I am Indian? So you will use some encryption algorithms like DES, AES, RSA algorithms. Okay, and you will share the key with your friend. Okay, for example, you are converting I am Indian into you are producing its encoding. So how you are producing its encoding? Suppose you are converting, you are using +3 formula. So what you will do, in place of I, you will write next character that is coming after third that is coming after third on third position from I, J, K, L. So you will write L in place of I, and then I am. A M means in place of A you will write B, C, D. In place of A you will write D, and in place of M, N, O, P, you will write P. Okay, and similarly for you can also use dollar, hash, star in place of A, E, I, O, U. Suppose in place of A, because it is vowel, so in place of A you can use dollar. Okay, and in place of E you can use star. Okay, so means you are using symbols. Okay, so on the right hand, on the other side there is your friend. So you will share this method with your friend. Okay, so on other side he or she will do reverse process, and the message will be produced in the plain form. Okay, the message that you are writing, it is called plain form, or once it is created into some unreadable form, so it is called ciphertext. Okay, or encrypted form. So next, a secret key algorithms such as US Departments of Defense Data Encryption Standard DES, for example, uses the same key to encrypt and decrypt data. Although this DES has not more and more capabilities because an advanced version of DES is there, that is AES. Okay, and some more algorithms, okay, are also there, RSA, Blowfish, okay, and like some other algorithms, for example, two pass key generation algorithms, okay. So lots of algorithms are also there, okay, to protect data or to encrypt data, okay, to secure this data against leakage. As long as the algorithm is sufficiently sophisticated, no one lacking the key can decrypt the data. Means if algorithm is there, okay, and someone is there who want to decrypt the data, okay, encrypted by this algorithm, if he or she doesn't have any key, so it is not possible for him or her to produce the decrypted text, okay, because he or she doesn't have any of the key. Next, background or a search engine algorithm, for example, takes search strings of keywords. Search engine algorithms are there, okay. How these algorithms work? So let us see. A search engine algorithm, for example, takes search strings of keywords and operators as input, okay. It is taking keywords and operators as input, so searches its associated database for relevant web pages and returns results. If result is there, so it will return us result, otherwise it will say that no result found, okay. So let us see what is the study of background of the algorithm. The word algorithm derives from the name of the mathematician Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. Okay, Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi was from Arabic country, that is from Baghdad. Okay, from 780 to 850. Al-Khwarizmi's work is the likely source for the word algebra always. Al-Khwarizmi was the author of, or the writer, or the inventor of the algorithms, as well as he was the inventor of the algebra itself, okay. So this is the pictorial representation or the graphical representation of the algorithm. We are having input, okay, and algorithm is there, and we are producing output. Suppose there is an input, and against that we are having some steps to produce or to convert this input into output. Now one more thing, is there only one algorithm, and is there exist only one algorithm which is producing each input into output? No, it is not so. For each and every input, to convert this input into meaningful output, so what is there? There is separate algorithm, okay. There is no one size fit for all formula, okay. For each and every input or for each and every problem, we are having algorithm, and we are having corresponding program against that, okay, to convert that input into output, okay. So this is an example how to prepare a cup of tea. So these are some predefined steps. Okay, how we are going to prepare a cup of tea. So we are taking input as ingredients for preparing a cup of tea. So what will be ingredients? Means milk, water, and coffee powder. Okay. So these things will be there available with us as in the form of ingredients, and output a cup of coffee. Okay. So let us see what are the steps for preparing a cup of coffee. So number one, pouring drinking water into electric kettle. Suppose we are having electric kettle, or if you don't have electric kettle, so you can take simple one. Okay. So next, plug electric kettle and wait for its to boil. Okay. Once it is boiling, while waiting, prepare a cup of prepare coffee cup. We are preparing coffee cup. Okay. Add instant coffee powder into cup. We are having cup, okay. We are adding some coffee powder into that cup, okay. Now check the boiling of water, okay. Boiling of water, whether it is boiling completely or not, it is boiled or not. If water is boiled, unplug the kettle and pour water into cup, okay. Now you are pouring the boiled water into cup. If water is not boiled, okay, press the switch on, or the switch on the heater or induction, okay, to continue until the water is completely boiled, okay. Now refer back to step 6. Okay, so what we are doing, we are reaching again on step number 6 until the water is boiled completely. So once the water is boiled, what we are doing, we are star cup star coffee mix. Okay, so what we are doing, we are star means हिलाना डुलाना, ठीक है। तो मीन्स हम कॉफी को क्या करेंगे, मिक्स करने के लिए उसको क्या करेंगे, हिलाएंगे, ताकि मतलब पानी में कॉफी जो है becomes completely mixed. Okay, and then we will steam up the coffee and then we will drink. Okay, so if you are having any query, so feel free to ask me questions. Okay, so thanks for listening me. So these are the books. Okay, you can purchase books from the market. Okay, so number one, you can purchase ANSYS programming, or you can purchase JB Dixit. Okay, and also you can purchase cats and books. And for internet sources, you can go for geeks for geeks, w3schools.com, and then go Google or on YouTube.